This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. Welcome to The Humble Bottle. In this episode, we're continuing our journey through France, and we're going to be looking specifically at the Burgundy region. Burgundy is south of Paris between Dijon and Lyon and is a region where both red and white wines are equally important. When some people hear Burgundy wine, they immediately think of red wine, but Burgundy doesn't refer to the color of the wine, but to the region of France in which the wine is made. This region is known for producing both full and medium body red wines, as well as dry white wines. Now, there are two parts of Burgundy that are sometimes considered separate regions. One is Beaujolais and the other is Chablis. Now, Beaujolais is in the southern part of the region where mostly red wines are made, and Chablis is in the northernmost part of the region, and this is where mainly white wines are produced. Beaujolais wines are produced mainly with Gamay grapes, and they use a very unique winemaking process. The technique is called semi-carbonic maceration, and what it basically is they put whole grape clusters either in a cement or stainless steel tank. And what happens is the bottom third of the grapes get crushed under the weight of the grapes above it. And then this natural fermentation starts occurring because on grapes they have what they call a wild yeast on them. And because of that, it starts fermenting right then and there. And so it ends up producing a wine that's very fruity without a lot of tannin. Beaujolais wines are sometimes described as the only white wine that happens to be red. They are very often treated like a white wine and served slightly chilled. Now, in terms of food pairings, they make a wonderful aperitif. They're great with salads, grilled chicken, beef, and in fact, Beaujolais wines are used to make a traditional regional dessert where they take a glass of sliced peaches, top it with some black currants, and they drench the whole thing in chilled Beaujolais wine. Now, it was fascinating to me to research the region of Chablis because growing up here in the United States, back in the 70s and 80s, we always assumed Chablis was a wine. But it's not a wine, it's a region. And in fact, the wines that are made in Chablis are made from 100% Chardonnay grapes. Now, the soil in which these grapes grow is very unusual. It has a lot of flint in this soil, and flint is a very hard quartz rock. And because of this, it gives these grapes a very unique flavor. And these grapes make a very dry white wine that's renowned for its purity of aroma and taste. In fact, some people think that the wines from Chablis are one of the purest expressions of the Chardonnay grape due to the simplistic style of winemaking that is used in this region. In comparison to a lot of white wines that use Chardonnay grapes, Chablis wines has on average much less oak in them. In fact, most of the basic wines produced in Chablis are completely unoaked and are produced in stainless steel tanks. These wines are wonderful with grilled fish, seafood, and poultry. And if you're going to be having a cheese course, it's great with chèvre, which is a goat cheese. So the next time you think of Burgundy, remember they make not only red wines, but white wines as well. And when you think of a Chablis, remember it's a region, not a wine. For more information on this episode, go to our website and visit the Humble Bottle show notes. Also, if you have any questions or ideas for this show, send us an email. Thanks for watching. Cheers!